Hey guys, it's May 20th today, and I had a few minutes, so I thought I'd do a little update. So the 12th was my 5 months post-op, and 10 months on T was the 18th. So two big milestones. It's crazy to think that it's almost been a half a year since surgery, like not working in that time and pretty much just training and trying to find a job. I feel like I'm not doing much, so it doesn't seem like that much time has passed. So it's kind of ridiculous to me to think that it was almost 6 months ago. But there's not much new to update about my chest. It's looking better all the time. My scars are widening a little bit, especially right under the nipple, which makes sense because both like vertically and horizontally, that would be the space that would stretch the most just because of movements, because it's right in the middle. I still have that little like harder spot right here. It's about that big. But I've been massaging it and I feel like that's helping a little bit. Hopefully it'll go away. I'm thinking when I'm in Toronto for Pride, maybe I'll try to seam a clean just to make sure that there's nothing weird there. I feel like if it had been anywhere else on my chest, I would have been less concerned about it, but just because that's exactly where the hematoma was, I just want to make sure everything's okay. Other than that, I mean, I have pretty much full range of motion. I still feel weird putting my arms above my head just for the sake of it. Like, if I'm doing an exercise and there's a purpose to that movement, I'm less conscious of how my scars feel, but just going like this right now, like I definitely feel a pull, but it's not painful, it's just a pull because there's scar tissue. So yeah, that's clearing up soon. I forgot to mention that about 2 months ago, yeah, I started sleeping on my side again. And that has been great because as much as they tell you that sleeping on your back is good for your back, it is not good for your lower back if you don't put a pillow under your knees, and I never did. So as soon as I stopped sleeping in like the reclining chair and went back to my bed, it started getting really painful for my back because I already had back problems. So sleeping on my side has been lovely. I am able to sleep on my stomach, and if I'm like on my laptop sometimes on my bed, or if I'm reading or something, I will be on my stomach, but I'm not comfortable sleeping that way. I still feel like nipple weirdness. I don't know. The other day, I was playing basketball with Matisse and Ting, and we were all like sunscreening our scars, and so they were like putting it all on their scars and on their nipples, and I was just so like, I haven't really touched my nipples yet. Like, I know clothing touches them and like things touch them, but I haven't, so that was like a really weird sensation for me because I knew that I had to put sunscreen on. So yeah, that was bizarre. But have any of you guys experienced putting sunscreen on your nipples and then after, like, once everything's kind of dry, I guess, them getting very dry themselves? Like, I felt like they were like the skin was like cracky, dry skin. So like as soon as I showered, I immediately put the scar cream on my nipples just to moisturize them because I was like, oh my god, like, something weird better not happen. But yeah, I'll be using like SPF 60 on my scars and stuff for the summer and not going around topless if it's avoidable, which most of the time it should be. So that's pretty much it for chest updates. For testosterone stuff, so I made a video about like having to switch brands, and I've only had one shot of Depot testosterone so far, and then so like 2 weeks ago I did my first Depot shot, and then last week I did my last deletestrol shot. And I didn't really notice anything different from like switching brands or anything, so that was nothing to report there, other than the fact that it takes ridiculously longer to inject Depot than it does deletestrol because it's half as concentrated, so you have to give yourself double the dose. And like, I was so used to having to inject 0.3 cc's and to have to inject 0.6 it's a lot. Like, it takes a while, so I'm not looking forward to having to do that this week. But I got a call from the drugstore saying that my product was in, so I'm hoping that's what they were talking about and that I could just stick with deltestrol. So changes, I feel like my hair everywhere is still constantly growing, and I've started a while ago trimming my body hair, and I feel like I have to do that like once a month at least, if not every 2.5, 3 weeks. And I mean, I guess I don't have to, it's just what I'm comfortable with, and I feel like having it be shorter makes it look like there's less of it, so that makes me feel better. In terms of facial hair, I'm getting so much, like, this is all hair. I don't know if you guys could see this. This is all hair here that I have to shave, and like, things are starting to connect here, and it's awesome. Not just because I want a beard, but because it'll cover my acne. So that's good. And yeah, like, I have like a few randos all over the place. It kind of like stops there. There's like a line, so I guess that's where my beard's gonna be. But yeah, that seems to be growing pretty quickly, and like my sideburns, especially on this side. Can you see that? Can you see it? Yeah? I don't know. I'm excited about this because last year for Halloween, I wanted to be the 10th Doctor, and he has fucking crazy sideburns, and I couldn't do it because I didn't have any facial hair yet, and I feel like this year I'm going to be able to, and it's going to be awesome. And it's months and months away, but I don't care because Halloween is one of the best holidays ever. So yeah, that's pretty much all I have to update on. Yeah, I was hoping to go to California. Apparently that's not going to happen. I'm still going to Toronto for Pride, so I'm hoping to see some new faces there, meet some new people. Someone that I follow on Tumblr is gonna be there, and I'm really excited to meet him. He's like this super awesome bodybuilder who's in a polyamorous dom and sub relationship with 2 other guys, and they're just so adorable, so I'm very excited to meet them. And Pride is just gonna be awesome in general. If you haven't heard, Tegan and Sarah are gonna be there. And I'm probably at this point a super fan because Ting and I are going to their show in Montreal this weekend and then seeing them again at Pride. So if you didn't think that we were gay before, then yeah. Anyways, I'm rambling on for long enough now. I hope you guys are all doing well, and I was thinking of making a video about traveling because I had a lot of concerns over that whole issue, so maybe I'll do that, and I'll talk to you guys soon. Either way, enjoy the rest of the week.